is in Austria in two main groups. We sorted it in specific prevention and non-specific prevention. The specific prevention, we mean it's directly oriented on NPS users, and one very important and quite big organization in Austria has a name Check It, and the purpose of their work is to inform people about the NPS and the effects. One of the really good things they do is that they have their points in parties or in events where can people anonymously come and bring their drugs for checkup. They check what's inside and they tell the people what's inside the drug, and then the person can make informed decision if they want to take it or not. It's oriented on the people who are not really addicted, but mostly on these people who don't have addiction, but they use it as a party drug for fun, for relax, and the people who are actually interested what they're taking. And often when they're given the information, what's inside of the drug they're about to take and which harmful side effects it has, often the people change their mind, and in the end they often don't use it after the drug is checked. It also happens like the first place where you can check your drugs is these parties where they have their points, and also it's possible to check your drugs that you have anonymously in their home base. There are two pharmacies in Vienna where you can bring anonymously your drugs to have it checked for free, and then you become a result. They also give information about the NPS and their side effects and how it works in their website. They provide quite wide information about those substances.
Yeah, as you see, there are a lot of NPS listed. And
the next thing they
for
do,
example, just to show, they have a lot of information.
So whoever is interested, like who's German speaking in NPS, like, their website is really well made. What's also possible when somebody has something to do with NPS, they provide also anonymous and free online counseling, so you can discuss what you need regarding to NPS. If you use them or you're interested, you have a problem with it, you can call them, you can come personally, you can meet them at the Check It events.
And Rechtsberatung.
Rights counseling.
Yeah, about
they do as well. There you can find also a dates when you can have your drugs checked.
Check It home base.
Yeah, so that's their website. And the other way the prevention for NPS is done in Austria is non-specific prevention. It means that it's not specifically oriented on NPS, but in general for drugs. And it's done already in kindergartens or in schools, and in direction that the people who are doing the lectures or seminars for children, they try to support their self-value, because it's a base for healthy development, and people with higher self-value are less motivated to take drugs in future or in present. It's not obligatory for the schools to have these prevention programs, but if they want to have it, they can pay the company to come to school and make these programs. The prevention functions quite well, or really well, in 3 counties of Austria.
Vienna?
Yes, mostly in Vienna. Like, there's the most local organized events or programs for drug or NPS prevention. What could be even better in Austria with the prevention topic could be media cooperation, if they share more information about the NPS. when somebody is looking for the information in internet, so that they don't see just the recommendation of the people who sell it, and how it's not illegal, how natural it is, but they have more information from official resources about the effects and about the danger that it could possibly bring to them.
Maybe not only check it.
Yes, maybe government organizations and so on. Even Check It cooperates with Ministry of Health in Austria. It still would be nice to have more information that are presented in media.
And also with Krankenhäuser, no? Also
yes, with hospitals. We also find it good when the projects for schools and kindergartens, which are these non-specific preventions, were mandatory. So the schools would be obliged to make these seminars or these workshops regularly with children, so that they're prevented from becoming drug addicted or prevent them from
harming drug use.
Yes. And then we thought also about the idea to provide information and self-help groups for parents, so that parents are also informed about that NPS exists, it's cheap, the children can buy it, where it's possible to buy it, what are the effects, how can they see if the child is taking it, if there are groups of the parents who have children with this problem, so that they can exchange ideas, approaches, and inform each other.
Now about the outpatient treatment in Austria. We've distinguished two groups again. The one group for us was the group of who is understanding their addiction problem, and of course they're looking for special places for addiction treatment, and they go to counseling, to ambulant treatment, and that can be a big variety in Austria, for example psychotherapy or to psychologist or any other treatment centers. And the other group for us is the group who is lacking of understanding for the addiction problem. So they go, for example, to a more general psychotherapy, and they have the reason or say, I'm sobering on depression or anxiety, and don't want to be stigmatized for being a drug user or something. And on the other hand, we see the problem that the psychotherapist, for example, or psychologist doesn't have enough knowledge to kind of see the development of harmful drug use, for example. They say, oh, okay, it's a youth, they are youngsters, it's normal to use it, and that led us to the possible improvements that we thought, it's an idea of us, it would be fruitful to implement more education in the ground studies, in the basic trainings, like to involve it in the curriculum for psychotherapists, psychologists, and other professionals, and further to enhance more motivation to do some after and further education for the professionals. And of course, to increase the attention and education for NPS in general, that there's more public information, as we already said. Can you see? Okay.